Shut up! Shh. Got my Guinness jacket straight out of Ireland. Official legit, made by Irish people. It's like, I can't guarantee that. What up guys, you're tuning in to Nikki MGTV for another military video for all your military video needs. So this is a little bit different than my informational videos because I think there needs to be a little bit of a personal touch to this channel. I actually got a really good question about someone asking what I would have changed about my military career. I want to let you guys know there are some things I would change. And a lot of people say you would not want any kind of regrets or you don't have regrets. That is kind of true, but I also think that regret gives you hope for the future because guess what? When you look back or forward, when you look forward on your experiences, you're looking back at your past of what you've done before, your mistakes, and it's probably hopeful that you don't make mistakes like that again. And we're always striving to not make a mistake. However, it's weird because in reality, nothing is ever a mistake. So it's just an experience. That's what you, I guess, could take away from that little spiel. So there are a couple things that I would take back or change or I wish I would have done differently. With my military career, part of me wishes I did a little bit of college before I joined the military. That way when I joined, I could probably apply for nursing or something like that and be commissioned in that area already. But I'm glad I didn't do that because I didn't really care for nursing. The other thing was I did fall into a really good job. So if you guys don't know, I wasn't aware of what jobs were really offered or what was happening with them. And so I just kind of showed up, picked corpsman, and that was it. So I actually fell into an amazing job with a lot of opportunities. One of the regrets I had was when I was in A school, I did really well. I placed in the top of my class. I think I was number 6 out of like 40. So I was pretty high up there. However, I decided to go to a C school to be a pharmacy technician. I didn't really understand what the whole mentality or what I was signing up for, in the sense that I didn't know I was going to be a pharmacy tech the rest of my career at that point. But that's a subdivision of the corpsman rating or job. Well, that meant I wasn't able to do a lot of the regular corpsman stuff, such as go with the Marines, and going on ship was a lot less common. And so, whereas if I went to the Marines right out of A school, I would have had the opportunity really early on, which I feel like a lot of other corpsmen get a more typical military experience, which is why I've changed my direction of where I'm going. So I'm going back to doing regular corpsman stuff to get back in that field because I felt the desire and I knew I needed a job change because I didn't see myself doing pharmacy the rest of my life. Now that was one regret that I wish. The second one was that I wish I had taken the military seriously. So a lot of people are going to join and not take it as seriously. And it's just because maturity. I wasn't mature. Is that wrong? No, but I could have done better than what I was. With that being said, I think it would have been more beneficial for me to take it seriously the entire time. I didn't really take it seriously probably until the last year and a half of my first enlistment, so between my 4th and 5th year when I was about to get out, when I decided to stay in. Then when I went to my next duty station on my next enlistment, I didn't take it seriously again because I was planning on getting out. And then I did more research and I wished that I had taken it seriously the whole time because I realized I was making good money already. Speaking of which, someone out there wrote in the comments saying that active duty only makes $16,000 a year. I don't know where they got that statistics from, but no one in the military makes only $16,000 a year. We don't make that much money, but there are benefits which are factored in, which you guys just read too much. He said he went into depth and got out, so don't believe that. The regret of not taking a C duty billet or job out of A school, I think, is what kind of tore me up. But again, I also think that if I did that, I think I would have gotten out, which is why I'm kind of glad that I stayed in the pharmacy community because it kind of didn't show me to a lot of the tough stuff yet. So maybe if I go to it later, it won't be as, think that I already have so many years in, so I might as well just stick it out. Another regret is I wish I got my degree through the military a little bit sooner than what I did, because I kept looking at my goals, and then I had certain goals, but due to my situation, I wasn't able to go to certain science classes and things like that. And so I ended up prolonging it longer by doing that. But then again, I do have my degree now, so I guess it all worked out in the end. And if I could do it over again, I think I would have also talked to the Air Force recruiter a little bit more than what I did, because when I experienced the Air Force recruiter, I went to him and I walked in and the guy said, "Oh, have you talked to anybody else yet?" I said, "Yeah, I talked to the Navy." And he said, "Did you take the ASVAB?" And I said, "Yeah." And he gave me this green piece of paper and goes, "Check those jobs out. If you meet in the alliance scores, see which jobs you're applicable for, and then come back and see me if you're serious." And I was like, okay, I guess I'll talk to the Navy guy, because the Navy guy was cool. He was trying to help me out. He was talking to me. He was, giving me the whole spiel of joining the Navy, whereas Air Force guy wasn't trying to do that. I chose the Navy pretty much because duty stations were on the water. I wanted to go to California, and all the Air Force bases I saw were in these places where no one wanted to live. And they were like in South Dakota, or they were in Idaho or something like that. And I knew that's not where I wanted to be living. So, and then I also didn't choose the Marine Corps because they didn't have many good duty stations. But then I became a corpsman, and now I'm going to go to probably a Marine Corps duty station anyway. So you see where that process went. That was just not there. Other regrets I have were not seeing myself as a person that was capable to do more than what I actually was. So I always mentally created these barriers of things I couldn't do. And I think a lot of people do that, but I think I did it especially in the military because I felt other people were better than me or whatever. And so I just was kind of passive at certain times, where that was just my maturity, where I didn't really take life by the horns, but that's also where it came into being serious. I'm on a path now that I'm much more strategic than what I was, but if I could say anything you guys watching these videos will understand better, is the fact that you guys will be able to know the landscape of what organization you're joining and maybe get some insight. But I want to let you guys know the learning you guys get from these YouTube videos doesn't stop here. A lot of it comes from us just experiencing it. And also, when you get in, I tell everyone, be like a sponge and just soak everything up possible. Because I promise you, these videos are honestly just the surface of what the military is. So I'm hoping that you guys will realize that this is just the one step in your journey to doing bigger and better things. And I hope that you guys will give me feedback and let me know how you guys do. Those were just some of my regrets. This isn't like a pity party. This is just some of my personal experience that maybe you guys will take away something when you join in. I hope some of my regrets will help you guys out in your life. So as always, if you guys want to know anything else about me, or you have other military questions, make sure you leave a comment down below and they may be featured in a future military video. As always, throw a thumbs up if you guys like this video and you like my other videos. Go see those right now, and then subscribe for future videos. We hit 2K, guys. We're on the road to 5K. Let's see it. Subscribe for future videos. As always, I love you guys. Social media is down below if you want to see my daily life through photos or videos on Instagram and stuff. I'll see you guys there. Alright, guys. Love you.